this works, that's a big if, then it could, and it's a big could, be bloomin' stonking. Hello everybody, it's Barry here and Boston. Hope you are well, wherever you are in the world. Wherever you are in the world. Hope you're well. Boston, do you know what biscotti is? You don't? Well, let me tell you, it is a twice-baked Italian almond-infused biscuit of logginess. Alright? Yep, biscotti, also known as cantucci, they're Italian almond biscuits that originated in the Tuscan city of Prato. Dry, crunchy, and maybe dipped in a drink, traditionally vin santo. Nice. We're not going to do that because apparently, if you just get some like cake mix, you can make easier biscotti. Now, I have to tell you, we're going to do it 3 different ways with 3 different cake mixes. Every single one of them that I portioned out, the ingredients, it doesn't make it any cheaper, but it does make it potentially nut-free in a way to adapt it. So we are going to do 3 types. We've got vanilla. We're going to just do, we're actually going to put some nuts in that. I'm going to put a little bit of fruit. We're going to put some fruit in a lemon one, but with a nice lemon drizzle icing on top. And then we're going to have a chocolate one, because chocolate biscotti, loaded with chocolate chips, and maybe a chocolate drizzle too. But that is, of course, if this works. Those are some of our other ingredients there to make it. And remember, you can make a cake mix just by adding like 0 sugar Sprite or Fanta or something like that and bake it. And it does give you a very light, very spongy. It works. But we need to add flour, butter, and eggs to the cake mix still, so there's still quite a lot. And yes, it's no cheaper. In fact, I think it's a teeny bit more expensive than making a standard biscotti recipe, but I'm really intrigued to see if this works. So let's jolly well get going. Okay, in this bowl is some plain flour, and there is the cake mix. I remember I made a birthday cake for Phoebe once, and it was so last minute, and we had to make an urgent one. It was like, let's grab a cake mix, and I still remember a few people at the party go, this is amazing sponge bar. How did you make this? Well, it's a very secret recipe. We've all done that, right? So in go the eggs. And this is some butter. So apparently we've got to melt that up and then we'll take it to Flavour Town. So it's not completely melted. I'm happy with that. We now add some different extracts. So for this one, I'm going for lemon. Some lemon zest. Getting it all in there now, why not? And now, the zest of an orange. I'm getting flashbacks of the Jubilee trifle. I gave that to some of my family and they absolutely destroyed it. They loved it. All right, next we grab an electric whisk. Dung, 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 and whisk it until nice and combined. That is pretty darn thick. So in this, obviously we would be adding nuts, the almonds, but I want to omit that and I'm going to go for the fruit. This is some mixed peel and you can see how dry that is. Now that, obviously electric whisk is helpful, but it's not until you really get close up and personal with a spatula, which sounds very wrong out of context, that you can see that there's still a little bit of the flour or the cake mix, not sure which one it is, that wants to stand out and be like, no, I'm not done yet. Because we want to mold it into a log. I mean, look. That is exactly the texture after. And it doesn't smell like beans anymore. Amazing. So, oh my gosh, that was a bit too much flour. We can just kind of get it a little bit more shaped into a log. Probably like 12 by 2 inches. And I'm a bit concerned because of the extra flour in there, the cake mix and the eggs. It could expand massively. But that is our first one done. Now, we'll do a vanilla one. For this one, we are doing nutty, a vanilla cake mix. The flour, the eggs, vanilla extract, part melted butter. That does not smell like baked beans, that smells like ice cream. And I'm not disappointed by that. But we'll add in our dry ingredients. This is some almonds, which is generally what's in biscotti, so some chopped almonds, and some dried fruit. So we've got some blueberries and cherries, which look exactly the same colour. So it's still got the nuts in there, but also lots of these like chunks of fruit randomised through it. And as look, you can see like that already. I don't know if it's just me, from when it was mixing with electric whisk, it was really wet and sort of cakey, which you would kind of want to be. That wasn't an intentional Spice Girls reference, sorry. But look, we just fold this through and it's kind of like got a bit of a blueberry muffin vibe going on right now. I wasn't aiming for that, but I'm not disappointed. Second log. Okay. I might regret putting them all on the same tray. In fact, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to stick with 2 on there. Right, the chocolate one. Chocolate mix is just basically probably the same, but with a lot of cocoa powder. So I'm not adding any sort of extract to this. It's all about the cocoa. We don't use that phrase enough anymore, do we? You know, I should cocoa. Do people ever say that anymore, Boston? We don't say that, do we, mate? I should cocoa. It means, if you never heard of it, it's kind of like, I should cocoa. Like, as in like, yeah, not half. I agree with you, English person. Going loco down in a cocoa. And that smells like a aftershave. Cocoa for men. Oh yeah, when you really want to smell like chocolate. So, white and milk chocolate chips. Nice. Alright, that is blooming speckly, look at that. Again, that one looks like it might need a fair bit of flour, so we will load it up, alright? God, I thought that was a bit close, that last angle. Like, oh my gosh, there you go. Hello. Sorry. We now preheat the oven to 350F, so before we do that, we might as well get this ready. 350F, gas mark 4. It's the standard. I reel that off. It's probably the only one I know off my heart. 160 fanboy. Lady C. That's cool, right? Yeah? Boston knows all of them. Yeah, good amount of flour for this one. You know, most of it is getting absorbed in, so it's a fair amount going in again. Because we only added about 120 for each cake mix in the first place. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. It seems to have sort of started to stop weeping and stay in shape a little bit. Kind of like myself, which is a good way to be in life, folks, if you can. There we go, right in the middle of the tray. It's got its own place. There's still a little bit of movement in that one, but I think we'll go with it. Now we're gonna bake all three at the same time. This is the first bake. Boston's giving me this look to say, are you gonna pick them up or what? So apparently this goes in for 25 minutes for the first bake, and they've held their shape. Awesome. It's one of those rare occasions where I'm using both my ovens, so yeah, here we go. I'm doing that just because I want to get both of them on the middle shelf. I don't want to put one lower than the other so it undercooks or does some crazy thing. So, and hopefully if you're trying this, you might pick your favorite one of the three. I don't know which one my favorite's going to be. I think the citrus one actually, but then I do love chocolate. Cocoa for men. So I'm going to melt my 3 chocolates. I've got milk, white and dark. We're just going to bung them in the microwave 30 seconds, but I will do a lemon icing now. Yeah, my point was, you've seen me melt chocolate a fair few times. I actually wonder how many times you have watched me melt chocolate. So in here we've got about 150 grams of icing sugar, the juice of 1 lemon, but then to be cheeky, we're going to give the zest of an orange. So lemon flavour in the juice, but orange zest. Crazy. Yeah, because what we're doing with the chocolate too is a bit like Snoop Dogg really. It's all about the drizzle drizzle. All I remember about Snoop Dogg albums where it was always Snoop Dizzle, Schnizzle, Drizzle, Kizzle, Lemon Drizzle. Basically, Snoop Dogg is a fan of lemon cakes. Now, I actually did have some milk to one side, but I'm actually quite happy with that. I think I got a little bit more lemon juice out than I wanted, which is not a bad thing. It's just going to be a bit more zingy. Of course, if you want it less zingy, you could just use milk or water. Use milk, but then zest as well, just to still give it that little bit of, oof, I'm citrus, baby. Oh. To be fair to Snoop Dogg, to say that, yeah, to be fair to him, I mean, it's not like, you know, he's struggling. He's obviously, I actually quite like, he might be, oh, Barry, you're an English gentleman. I actually quite like a variety of music. But there is actually, if you remember recently, I said to you, got any weird cookbooks you want me to get hold of? Some of you actually sent me a link to a Snoop Dogg cookbook. I think he does, like, cooking with Martha Stewart, who randomly follows me on Twitter. Snoop Dogg doesn't, but maybe that's the dream. But yeah, I might have to do some recipes from there. Every recipe, lemon drizzle for shizzle. Right, the ovens have just gone off. We're lowering it down to 150C.
Which is 170C gas mark 3325F.
So we lower it because we're going to bake them again. Oh my gosh. Look at them. That's amazing. That's the shape we're after. Oh, other oven. Sorry, mate. Sorry. That has gone a little flatter. It's like extra wide. But we'll take it. So I've got my wire wraps already. I've got the chocolate, I've got the icing and some more chocolate all melted up ready to go, but it's not quite there yet. We'll just do one at a time. I think we'll go for the fruity one. Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely plenty. Right, I'm gonna repeat that with the 2 other logs. And let's see how big the chocolate ones are. There we go, that's not something you see every day. These are much bigger. And a teeny bit more crumbly. I had a bit of crumbs come off, but anyhow, back in that lower temperature oven to crisp up. But basically what's happening in there, if you can just about see them, that is firming up those sides. And after about 5 minutes, apparently, we just flip them over. That is not going to be a very exciting scene. So I will do that, and then we will drizzle for shizzle. It does feel a little bit weird. It feels like we've intentionally slightly overcooked cake. It's firmed up, it's crispy. That's what we want. All right, folks, milk chocolate melted in a pot, and I am just gonna go for that sort of traditional look where we dunk it in. Oh, so then this is the fruit one, okay? So half fruit, half chocolate for shizzle. And now the lemon icing going on to the zesty ones. Oh, I love it, I love it. There you go, check that out, awesome. And then for the chocolate ones, we have got some dark chocolate, and then this is some white chocolate as well. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Look at that, absolutely stonking. This is gonna probably be my thumbnail, but I don't think there's any better way unless to get them individually to show you how they've set and how they look. The best way of describing it, like biscotti is like a double baked biscuit, like that looks like this.
Okay.
This feels like double baked cake.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go with the fruity one first.
Oh, we're gonna try one, like a bit of both, bit of everything.
Is that all right?
Yeah. I was gonna say I can't decide which one to have. Oh.
Crunch. You have got that crunch all the way through. It's a teeny bit softer in the middle, but it is more biscuity. Wow.
Then really biscuity.
That is cake mix with a bit more flour and egg in there.
Nice.
Wow.
Next.
So I'm happy now because the theory's worked. This is the lemon drizzle one, which I think might be my favourite. That is amazing.
That's really lemony.
And like the mixed peel in there, that little chewiness of it.
Yeah.
That is incredible. You can't taste the nuts in there either. I think you could omit that. This is the other thing. You could omit the nuts.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Can I try this one now?
Yes, you may.
It's delicious.
You're getting the crunch on all of them, which is going to be really annoying for you guys if we keep most of that in. But that's what we wanted. It kind of melts in the mouth though.
Yeah, they're all really, really nice.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm really happy because the whole video in general was about whether the theory works. But all of those flavour combos have, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy these now.
All right, nice one. Which one's your favourite?
Oh.
All of them.
Yeah, and the lemon.
Yeah, I think so too. The lemon it's got that nice sort of freshness with it. But you don't need the nuts in it, as I say. They were all good in their own way. So if you try it, let me know what you're going to do, your flavour combination. Send me a photo on your social media platform of choice. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you get told about all new video uploads. And I blooming love this. But if you are going to make one, for shizzle, make the lemon drizzle. I think that's the message of today. Cheers, guys. See you later.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all three.
It smells so good in here. Like, it smells like I'm a professional baker, which I'm not. I'm not.